So, I mean, I want to be clear there just in relation to your comment, and thank you for it. I'm not opposed to the APP at all. I think the APP's done amazing work. I started watching Dr. Modry begin to explore this issue back in late 22 down in Avenida Food Market. And yes? Oh, down in Avenida Food Market. And at that point, when he started talking about how to actually reform our Constitution to fix these things. And since that time, of course, he's seen that there's no way that we can actually access our Constitution to fix it. And so now we are endeavoring to move towards a referendum, which I think is a completely plausible agenda to bring the population of Alberta to a place where they're thinking about these issues. The challenge is here, and this is, I think, it's not a criticism, it's just an analysis. The challenge is that when or if we move to a referendum question and it's decided and we actually vote, then we're into the Clarity Act and we're into kind of 10 traffic circles of issues that leads us to a negotiation which could take us 10 years. And I guess I'm asking the question, I'm asking it rhetorically, probably with an agenda, if I'm being honest. I'm saying while we work through that as good little Canadians, working through the Clarity Act and having all the struggles that we're going to have as governments are changing and people are getting elected or whatever, we have an accelerating agenda to undermine your civil liberties and your personal freedom. And the question is, which bus is one's gonna rescue us and the other one's gonna kill us, and which one is coming first? And so right now, I'd say this with respect: having this slow walked or having Albertans gaslit about the advancement of these real issues in the context of the post-national threat is not helping us. And I think when I hear the discussion, I think this is where we need to expand the discussion, is that there's a timeliness about this that is vitally important now. We don't have 10 years left to navel gaze as this advances. So when I see gaslighting or this issue not advancing because I'm watching the advancement of the acts that's going to kill this, actually ultimately kill Canada 1.0, I think Alberta needs to get its ducks in a row a lot quicker than waiting for that axe to fall. And that's why I use the metaphor. That's why I use the metaphor of it may just be that we have to take our life raft called Alberta out of Canada 1.0 so that we can actually reforge a new nation called Canada 2.0. That's actually where I think the stakes are right now in the country. And I think this is a discussion that you know, in a sense, I don't hear that urgency with APP. And again, just as a comment on APP, I think that we have to recognize there's a lot of financial discussion about how much richer we'd be if we left, which is radically true, and it appeals to our baser sense. But the truth is that we're actually being forced and motivated to step out of Canada because of the assault upon our way of life, our values, our faith, our freedom. And we are not talking about that, because those are the things that actually have a compelling legal argument in the international courts if we actually have to make the argument someday that we're going to self-determine and create a legitimate government that has declared independence, made a declaration of independence, because we may never be let go or negotiated free. And this is the discussion that Alberta has to be thinking about. And right now,